One of last season's breakout shows, This Is Us, airing right here on KSL, is basically keeping the tissue industry in business. And a fan favorite on the show is Beth Pearson, Randall's wife. And joining us from the This Is Us set in Hollywood is Susan Kelechi Watson. Susan, thanks so much for spending a few minutes with us here. I know you can't give out any spoilers, but we just love the show. We are literally hanging on every single episode. What can we expect tonight?
Oh, thanks so much. Like, tonight is an episode we're actually all really excited about. It tackles just so many different issues. As you know, we've been dealing with foster care, thereby dealing with sort of the judicial system and things like that. And so we're just going to start to go into sort of how the family is dealing with Deja, not only Deja, but how they're dealing with her mother. And we're going to also flash back and see some of how Randall actually became a part of the Pearson family. And so it's really, we feel, an episode that's going to strike a chord on so many levels, because it's really going to dig into some of the real logistics of how all this happens. Like, none of this gets wrapped up with a pretty bow, you know what I mean? Yeah. There's like some real things that they have to go through in order to make their families work. So,
and I think that's what we love about the show, learning about Randall's place in the Pearson family, and now that transitioning into a second generation with Deja. What's it been like being a part of this type of show, this type of role, where there are so many aspects that have taken over pop culture? This has really transcended beyond a show into really allowing people to feel as though they're part of the Pearson family in a way.
Yeah, it surprises me, but I think I get it, because we hit on so many different topics that resonate with people, and a lot of topics that people don't talk about every day, but we experience every day. So I get why it resonates so much. We had no idea that it was going to reach as far as it does and as many people as it does. So that's pretty amazing, because we're so proud of it. So we're happy that other people love it too. But I mean, there is just no end to the stories of how often this show touches people and is so specific. Like, people say that specific thing happened to me and my family. Like, I'm right now fostering, or I've adopted, and I interracially adopted, or, you know, I have issues with weight, or I have, you know, issues with finding myself, and, you know, there's family members. It just goes on and on. So we're really happy that we have the opportunity to you know, touch on this in so many levels. It's sort of beyond. It gets overwhelming, but it's an amazing thing to be a part of.
It really is a great show. We'll be watching tonight here on KSL. This Is Us once again. We'll see what happens with Randall and Beth next. We can't wait. So thank you so much, Susan, for spending a few minutes with us, and we'll see you soon. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.